I want to talk about something that came up in conversation with my mom, and I think it's something a lot of us experience when we choose a non-traditional path. So we were having a conversation about her kids, and she mentioned how surprised she was at my sister and how she has matured and how she's handling life. And at some point in the conversation, I asked her, "Did I surprise you?" And she said yes, but not in the way that I was expecting. She told me that she was surprised because earlier in my life, I was on a very clear path. I was a labor and delivery nurse, I was a traveling nurse, and I was making good money. I was not struggling. There was a sense of comfort, there was stability, and there was also predictability in my income. And I was the one who would help out if there was a financial need in my family. Then I made a decision. And that decision changed everything. In 2025, I made the decision to go all in on my doula business. I decided not to take a nursing contract and I committed fully to entrepreneurship. And that meant a very different financial reality, especially in the first year. There were months where things were just tight, like the struggle was real, where my income was not predictable and I was building something instead of earning something familiar. My mom saw that part, and from her perspective, it looked like a step backward. What I realized in that conversation was that she wasn't seeing my vision, and that's okay. Earlier in my life, my dream was to make money, travel, have freedom, and I did that in my 20s. But the dream evolved. And now my dream is bigger. I want a lifestyle where I can travel anywhere in the world, not only travel, but also work from anywhere. I do not want to trade my hours for income anymore. I want to have a business that continues to thrive even when I rest. That kind of vision does not look impressive, especially in the early years. So 2025 was rough. Entrepreneurship often looks like struggle before it looks like freedom, especially when you have a high-paying, respected career. From the outside, it can look like, why would you give that up? Why would you struggle on purpose? Why not just go back? And trust, I've asked myself many times, why don't you just go back? But building something sustainable takes time. There's a middle season, and that season is rarely understood. This actually mirrors what I see in birth work all the time. Labor does not look productive in the beginning. From the outside, it can look slow, unimpressive, like nothing is happening. But internally, everything is shifting. There's preparation, alignment. There is momentum building beneath the surface. And if you intervene too early, if you push, if you rush the process, you can disrupt what is trying to unfold. Building a business is not that different. I do not need everyone to understand my vision while I'm building it. I need to understand it. And I need to be willing to live inside the uncertainty long enough for it to become real. That doesn't mean the season is easy. It means that it's intentional. If you're in a season where people are confused by your choices, especially people who love you, it does not mean that you are wrong. It might mean that you are early, and early stages rarely make sense from the outside. Sometimes the only way people understand the vision is when they see the results. This channel is where I'm documenting the process, building a sustainable life and business rooted in body-led work, preparation, and long-term vision. If you're building something others don't fully understand yet, you're not alone.